Jam all that nicotine in your face. Yeah, we all do.
This shit is $9 a can now.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Squeegee Live Podcast. We're back.
What up?
We're on the show. We're doing the show. We're doing the show.
Oh, sup, dogs? $9.
Dollars. It's $9. It's $9. It's $9 a can.
$9 a can.
This shit's $9 a can.
It's just jam
sound
this
like that.
stuff in my face.
It's $9 a can. This stuff
I'm
here.
gonna shove half of it in my bottom lip. Half of the
And the
fucking
rest of my
can.
other lips.
I hate to ask what you shove in your bottom lip there, Jacob.
Women's titties.
Fucking guy. Like he had an accident with a yogurt truck when he's done.
Keep it up, Stump.
Stump. Oh boy. Yeah, it is the backflip dude again. He's more reliable than, other people.
Yeah, Austin Grubbs or name brand.
Yeah, name brand radio.
Hey, you're
Jacob in his Teletubby room.
Yeah,
over
what
here
are
talking
name brand radio? What are you, 12?
Yeah.
You better ask your
Yeah.
mom if you're allowed to watch this fucking show, you young buck.
Yeah, isn't that the guy that was supposed to come on here and went on somebody else's and then just didn't show up?
Yeah. No, he.
That's somebody else.
Come in here and talk shit about me.
Oh boy. This went all the way deep there. Well.
I bottomed out.
Oh man. Well,
So what's up, gentlemen?
way to bring up old shit, Jacob.
We're on that new shit.
Woo!
Woo!
Jacob throwing fire.
Fire. Yeah, well.
So what's up, Mark?
Just dealing with it. Watching customers drop like flies. It's
What?
pretty rough in the commercial world. Yeah.
Why, man?
Yeah.
Sucks,
It just-
dude.
Why, dude? Why? Do you suck at
We
cleaning
got
windows?
vacancies all over the place here, dude, in the malls.
You sure it's not because you're? Is it sure because you're not doing the T-Squeegee technique properly? Are you sure that's not what?
Yeah, that's what they said.
Yeah.
We saw a video of this guy
He does it way better than you.
from a distance with a pole. Yeah.
I know Mark said vacancies, but I heard bacon seeds. And I'm like, where the fuck
Yeah, I
did
was
you
like,
get
Hey,
what the fuck is a bacon?
Yeah,
seed?
where the fuck can you get bacon seeds at?
I
And
don't know, but I grow that shit. in my
Yeah,
backyard.
yeah, no shit. Yeah, that's for sure.
right next to the blacktop, make it nice and easy for you.
Well, I honestly thought we'd have a guest. I thought we were gonna have a young buck on, but I can't. He's never replied to when he wants to come on, so we're going with Jacob. Jacob's gonna be a guest host. He's probably gonna be on a couple times a month, man. So he's hope you guys are okay with that. If not, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, if you're not, you can fucking eat the peanuts out of my shit. Thank you.
Out of where?
The penis out of your shit.
The peanuts out of my
Oh.
shit.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure. That's what's in there.
Not everyone's like you, Seth. You don't have
Like,
dried
about
up
a
bean
circus
balls in
animal
my
eating
stool.
peanuts all day?
Guy shits out someone else's dick hair and then goes, where the fuck did that come from?
Wow, dude. It's crazy how we don't have more viewers than we do.
7 minutes.
Seven.
All right.
Yeah,
7 minutes
it's
to just
really
fucking-
weird. It's really weird that we don't have more people, watching this.
Well, there's 16 viewers.
Yeah, one of them, like 3 of them are my mom.
Well, listen, I appreciate the support.
Yeah.
That's right. Monday night, you can watch Tame and Lame, Jersey, and Steve-O podcast.
That's so dirty. I didn't say that.
They know.
Mark did.
No, you did.
I actually sent a message so I could. I watched the podcast Tuesday morning while I was working. I listened to it. You know, it's always good entertainment.
I messaged Steve on Instagram. It was like 5 minutes after they were supposed to go live. I'm like, you're late.
I usually listen to it on Tuesday nights to help me go to sleep.
Taco.
Yeah, I'm just playing. It's actually I actually enjoy it too. It's cool. Yeah, it's good. Throw in all the congratulatory things you can say.
Other nice things.
And other nice things.
Yeah.
Jersey has nice hair, and Steve-O has a nice smile.
It's true.
Like
he
that.
does.
Things like that.
Maybe more people will watch if we just say nice things about people.
Yeah, if we just say nice things about people, more people will watch. You know?
Yeah. John Sacco is a lovely man.
Yeah. He's all right.
Young.
Dapper dresser.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyways, who do we hate? Let's see. Who
don't we like?
Look at a target.
Let's single someone out.
Let's break the list out.
Yeah, let's get out the list of people we don't care for. We have a list. We have a list that we created before we started the show. Bear with us while Jacob reads off all the names of the people we don't like. Starting with, and not limited to, and this is in no specific order. This is just like a random order that he's not just, picking on anybody. We're just, just because you're first on there doesn't mean that you're the most hated. It's, it's just like where we started at.
Yeah,
that was a joke. Tim started a new podcast. Yeah, Tim started a new podcast, I guess. Yeah.
Who?
Tim Huber started.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, him and his.
I've yet to watch one yet.
Whatever.
I plan on watching one. Just to give it because I'm a supporter.
I watched the first one. I enjoyed it. I didn't watch it. I listened to it. It was a different Tim than I'm used to. It was, I want to say, a more focused Tim, something that we really didn't experience much because he was charged up, let's say, when he was on this show. Mm-hmm. But it was good. It was, again, something different, and it was a lot of window cleaning knowledge on there.
Oh, that's cool.
It was pretty cool.
Window cleaning knowledge here. We're a bunch of fucking idiots. I'm a janitor, so.
Well, Jacob actually drags us down. We take that 85 years combined, and it goes down to about 30 with him in the background. But,
You're right.
Shit stain on the hemorrhoid of progress. Throw something right now. I know you will.
Right.
Nah. I know how to take a joke.
You do.
Yeah.
You throw shade.
Yeah.
Holy
lots
shit.
of. I don't know. I gotta say that the blue on the wall, I'm definitely. I think purple. That you definitely squeezed the head of it to get that color. There's no question. Like you walked in there with the 5/8 Peter clamp on and like, give me this color.
Yeah, a man arrested at Home Depot for laying his penis on color swatches details at 11.
Yeah.
Don't hate. No, it's not God. A gallon of Kool-Aid. It was fucking a gallon of water, and I poured powdered fucking Gatorade Zero in it.
There you go.
Oh. Kool-Aid's cool, though. Mark drinks Kool-Aid.
Mm-hmm. I like Kool-Aid.
You like Kool-Aid? I'm just saying, you usually have them Kool-Aid squirters in your water.
Yeah, it's not in again tonight, but you can. I'll spill it, but it's purple.
Purple.
It's purple. I drink water most of the day, and then I cut back on this stuff, the artificial sweeteners and shit.
Yeah.
I just, dude, I don't know about. I have a hard time getting a good night's sleep lately. Like not lately. I mean, like for the last. I was taking that CBD that Joe Rogan promotes because it's really good. And that was wiping me out for a while. Now, it's still like fucking 3 or 4 a.m. It's like the witching hour. Something happens and I have to wake up.
You gotta smoke. You gotta do regular weed, dude.
Yeah.
Mike Nichols, you are right. Body armor does cause diarrhea. I've had it multiple times.
Multiple body armor diarrhea sessions?
Yes.
I'm getting video. Does anyone else get videos from Mike Nichols where he's shitting in someone's house?
I wish I did. I did.
Am I the only one that gets Mike Nichols on the pot? Because I get Mike Nichols on the pot quite often. He's like,
I think I haven't got it from him.
I got one either today or it was either today or yesterday. He's like, what's the best thing about using what's the best thing about doing high-end houses? And I'm sitting there watching, he goes, and then he pulls up, he goes, they use really nice toilet paper. I'm like, oh my God, dude. Like, this is yeah. Yikes, man. I don't...
3-ply?
Yeah, it's 3-ply. It's that 3-ply doo-doo stuff. Yeah.
Shitting in square toilets.
Toilets.
Dude, I did a couple weeks ago. I was in a house, and I had to use no one was there. I'm like, I gotta shit. I go in there, and the toilet is literally square. The seat is square and everything.
That's a new one for me.
Yeah.
Who lives there? SpongeBob SquareAss. SpongeBob SquareAss.
Yeah.
Dang right, dude.
Seth is fucking super lame tonight.
Better than shitting out in the freaking bushes and using a fucking hook towel to wipe your ass.
Oh, yeah.
There's extenuating circumstances, you know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta fucking make a call, you know what I mean? You can't...
It's called Call of Duty.
It's Call of Duty, man.
That's the only time I play that game.
So good.
So good. Seth, you got a problem? You got a problem, Seth?
No, I'm good, dude. I got no problem. Why? What's up?
Yeah, quit looking goofy, bitch.
I think they should make
This is what I look like.
This is what I look like. Yeah, this is what I look
they
like.
should make brown toilets so you never have to clean them.
Mark.
What about the ones with like the fucking upholstery like on the toilet seat, like the carpet or whatever the hell, like when you go in an old person's home?
No, the worst is the vinyl. The worst is the vinyl cushion seat that's got cracks in it that pinches your ass.
It pinches your ass
Yeah.
cheek.
Yeah, that's the
And then
worst.
if you sit on it too long, like your ass like peels off the seat.
I have a problem. I have a problem now where, like, I take my morning dumperge, and like I will sit on the toilet watching TikToks until my legs are numb, and then it takes me, and then I'm sitting there and I'm like, man, I'm never gonna be able to get off this toilet. Like, I gotta stand in front of the sink for 10 minutes to get my leg.
Crashes through the vanity. Jen's hitting them with the broom.
Try to get the circulation back in my legs.
It's never a good time. It's never a good time. Seth, you're drinking Gatorade tonight?
I am, dude. I'm dehydrated tonight. So I'm drinking coffee and Gatorade.
It's very dehydrated.
I'm dehydrated.
Dude, you ever notice if you drink Gatorade when you probably shouldn't drink Gatorade, you get black stools?
Black stools.
You just need black stool.
Seems like you got something else going on, but I don't know.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
Nutritious.
I don't even know why we call this a window cleaning podcast anymore. Honestly, I don't even know why we call this a window cleaning podcast.
Well, last week we talked about.
Okay,
2 clips or 3.
One
clip nation.
Hey, one clip nation.
Hashtag 2 clip.
Hashtag these nuts in your mouth.
Hashtag clipless.
Hashtag Jersey's my hero. One of his TikToks today was like, said something about how water-fed pure water window cleaning is 90% always the right choice for cleaning windows.
Not in my world.
Not in my world. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
From the guy that doesn't even clean fucking windows anymore. mean, come on.
I'm glad Jacob's here.
Yeah, same, man.
Yeah, same.
You just keep on selling.
Yeah, you just keep on selling those water-fed poles, guy.
Keep on selling.
Yeah.
By the way, Jacob, you now have to hit 500 to get that free shipping.
Yeah.
What's that, a once-a-year order for you, Jacob?
No, man, I order shit on the regular.
Do you? What do you get?
Just a bunch of I bought this to try because I bought a wagtail wave.
Okay.
To see what it was like. Is it garbage? I don't know.
I don't know.
I got one of those. I broke my wagtail. They sent me. I complained about it online. They did send me one, and they sent me that. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? Why does it have a hose?
You gotta wash. You gotta wash Philip's new lead fucking promotional guy, that wacky wagtail guy, the fucking dude that no. It's that dude that everything he does is.
Talking about Modman or whatever?
No. Everything he does is wagtail water-fed pole. Everything. Like he does. He never not uses that.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Can I say his name? Or
Yeah.
Name dropping?
No.
You talking about Johnny Kimmel?
Yeah. Johnny Kimmel uses one of those all the time.
Yeah, the older guy. Yeah.
I don't know.
Seems like a lot of wasted effort, but I don't know.
Just
leave the water on, move on.
With your life.
I don't know. I mean, it's water.
Just let it dry, Well, it's like, we're going to scrub it with that, and then we're going to squeegee it off. That's got to be like, across all the glass. I just can't.
Like nails on a chalkboard.
Yeah, I just can't, dude. Like,
it just seems like impatient window cleaning.
I seen this chick on TikTok doing a commercial storefront with a water-fed pole, and I just wanted to reach through the screen and slap the shit out of her.
That's when you see that being videoed, you walk by and slip and fall, and that motherfucker
trip over the line. Oh my god! Yeah. It's like, dude, I don't understand. Like there are. I mean, I'm not saying that you cannot do that. I'm not saying that you cannot do that, but like there are circumstances where that may become in handy. You know what I mean? Like if you're doing something that's never been cleaned and the frames are funky as shit and you've got a skid mark and whatever. You know what I mean? But to fucking water-fed pole like a monthly
dude,
account, I just don't understand it, dude.
Here's something I don't understand.
Jacob got props tonight.
Here's something I don't understand.
Freaking went to Home Depot and bought 2 hammers today.
No, man, I have my fucking tool bags under my desk.
What are those, your dating tools?
Yeah, 2 hammers and a bottle of chloroform.
Jacob over there.
Jacob. Yeah, I'm not saying that it's a bad tool. I'm just, I'm not saying that. I just, to me, personally, I don't understand.
It'd have to be the right circumstances.
No, I'm saying the wagtail wave. I don't understand.
Yeah, I'm not using it for like first time shit. I just bought it to try and I got an office building I clean twice a month. So
yeah, I just don't understand I don't understand the whole like let's wagtail it with pure water and then squeegee the pure water off. I don't understand that premise.
I mean, this one doesn't have a...
oh, it doesn't? It just...
It looks like it has a slot for a squeegee blade, but it has this plastic piece, I don't know if you can see, that holds the rinse bar.
Okay.
So you can't even have a...
Oh, okay. So it's essentially like a water-fed brush. It's just,
Scott,
okay.
Send you a message about...
Yeah, it just has the
So the way that Jimmy Kimmel uses it is...
Yes.
His deal is not the same as that.
Get the message somewhere else?
I don't believe so. I think he has all his.
Because I seen Jimmy Kimmel use wagtail dealio, and he like squeegees the water off, and I don't understand that. Yeah. But that right there is just like a water-fed attachment. Okay. Well, I mean, I could see that. I actually have something that Richie made me a couple 2-3 years ago. I don't know if Mark, do you still have yours?
1, 2, 3.
I gotta be honest with you. I like mine. I mean, I use that pretty much all the time. I can't shoot video with it.
But mine doesn't have a swivel on it. It's just
yours is straight. Okay. Well,
yeah.
It's good. But I mounted a swivel to mine.
I have a restaurant I do every Tuesday morning, a Italian restaurant, the one I sent you the video of.
Okay. Yeah.
And one side of it is cut-ups, those flush-mounted.
Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah,
and that's where you wait to get in the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
So there's always I pull my truck right there, and there's 20 windows, and each one has like 10 lights in it, and so I do the inside. The last thing I do is DI the outside, and I always have to walk back inside because I don't care what brush you use. What?
Dick insert?
Yes. I don't care what brush you use. You ain't taking kids' handprints off with pure water.
Yeah, no.
With horsehair, even with the walnut pad.
You mean hog hairs? But whatever. Yeah. Horsehair.
Stallion windows.
Yeah.
From the Kentucky Derby, but no, it doesn't take off. Pure water will not take off handprints.
It's fine.
Yeah, I just don't, like I'm a big water-fed guy. I'm not a water-fed guy. You know what I mean? I have a skid in the back of my truck 24/7. As soon as it's warm enough at night for it to be back there, it's in my truck until it gets cold enough for it to take it out. You know what I mean? I always have it on me. So I'm not a water-fed's garbage guy. I just don't get the storefront window cleaning water-fed bullshit. I just don't understand it. Like,
I can tell you this. I've been doing storefronts my entire window cleaning career. That's how I cut my teeth.
Right.
If I showed up at a storefront during operating hours and busted that shit out, and TJ, the systems that you and I both have would be very efficient to walk up in pure water.
For sure.
They would throw me the fuck out. They'd be like, "You're not leaving that water on the floor in front of my store." Someone tracked it in. They opened the door and the transom dripped on someone. They're not going to.
Right.
You still got to do the inside of the door if they're open. I mean, that's my thing.
Right.
Well, I mean, it doesn't. I had a storefront today where they're doing construction next door. So the sills, it has aluminum sill and then a big concrete sill like this wide. And they were full of dust. So I had my truck there. I washed the windows, took my hose out, rinsed the sill, wiped it with a dirty towel, and they were happy. I was happy. Because it just. But other than that, I'm not interested in busting out pure water.
I was happy. I got chubby.
Yeah,
I've got I've got a couple that I do that are really close to the rock quarry here. That occasionally once every couple of months or so I'll hit them with the water fed bowl, scrub all the framework down and stuff like that. But that's hours before they open. You know what I mean?
Well, not only that, that's like a maintenance a couple times a year. It's not every week or
that's
twice
just to
a month.
That's just to make my job easier throughout the the season. You know what I mean? Because that shit, that quarry dust, that limestone dust gets everywhere. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like it's more for me than it is for them. You know what I mean? And it keeps up the appearance of the place. Now, you see that storefront, and then the 3 down to the left there that I do not do. They look like dog shit, but these people's frames are nice and black, and theirs are all gray and
look like shit. Yeah,
look like shit.
No, but those are like one-off cleanings. It's not a maintenance tool. You know what I'm saying? Like not storefront. Maybe, houses. I would definitely use it on residential more so than, as much as I possibly could, but.
It's still like 60-40 at best. You know what I mean? Like you can't use it like first cleans. There's just so many instances like where you are, like what's on the glass. Like if there's a ton of pine trees in my area. If there's sap all over the glass,
forget it. Yeah.
Can't. Just you're gonna make it look like trash.
Right.
So I think it just depends.
I think it all boils down to people that are doing that is laziness. Or they're just new and they don't want to learn how to freaking do a transition.
Yeah.
I think it's the second one.
Yeah, either or, really.
Or a combination of both.
Right. Yeah. Well, I just saw that and, I don't understand the logic there, but, I don't understand it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand why someone would do that. And I can tell you, they didn't have a delivery system like you or I or Seth does. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're pulling up on you're pulling up on a service plaza, tapping into their water. You got a hose charging your system. Then you got a hose from your system to your brush. I don't know. I don't know.
Not for $30 a cleaning. I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like a whole lot. Like, if I roll up on something with the skid mark, I'm just pulling out my what is it? My regular water fed hose. I don't even have to unwind my 5/8 hose. I just leave that on there. I've got like a 25 or 45 foot. It's about 40-foot lead of yellow hose. Yellow tube. Zero tubing, run up there, knock it out, you know what I mean, and throw it in the back of the truck, get down the road, you know what I mean?
Asparagus piss yellow.
Yeah. Do you guys run 1.6 pumps? I don't know. 1.4. I don't know, man. I use a Tractor Supply fucking as of right now because Mark is yet to send me a wiring diagram. Mark, one of these days is going to show me how to wire that pump iron I bought.
I think it's what, a 5.5 gallon.
I
can't remember. It's either 4 or 5.5 gallons.
5.5.
Yeah,
the one you have is 5.5.
Yeah. How about the one that me and you have, Mark?
I don't even have that one anymore. I burned mine up, but that's 5.5.
The $300 one you told me to buy.
No. That's 7.5 80 psi.
You burnt that one up?
No, I burned up the one that Seth has, which is the SureFlow.
Oh, okay.
I mean, in actuality, you have an accumulator up on. Is the GPM shouldn't really matter, does it?
No, the GPM doesn't make a difference. The accumulator just stops the surge.
Yeah.
Get that
so
flow.
It's not pumping.
It keeps it like the pump can shut off and you're still keeping your pressure up. But understand, I use 100 feet of the thin hose, of the zero hose, and I have 200 feet of the 3/8 that's rolled up on the reel.
Now, what do you do with your 100 foot of zero hose? What do you do with that?
When it's done?
Yeah.
I just, roll it into that big round circle, and I have those Velcro loops. I put 2 Velcro loops on it to hold it. Mine usually unrolls pretty easy. It's not like you've seen the videos where you throw it and it completely unrolls because it's 100 feet. But I found like on that restaurant and stuff, I don't have to take anything off the reel because I can park within 60 feet of what I'm doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And at my country club that I do every week, I need every bit of all that. I have to park in the exact spot to run the whole front of the country club without moving the truck. But my goal is to not touch the hose reel. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I want to put another. I hate.
I'm not a fan. Well, I guess I'm the lucky one because I have those barbs on mine where I can wind the hose up on that.
I forgot those, man. I love that. That was a good addition. Yeah. And the next 3 that I built didn't have it. I'm like,
dude, mine is looking. When are you coming up here? You're coming up here after Easter, right?
Yeah, next week.
Huh?
Next week.
When's that?
Next week is Easter.
Yeah.
Easter Sunday is coming up.
I'll
be there
Wednesday. Easter is
you'll be here. You'll be here that Wednesday, huh?
Yeah.
After, so like the 20th or something.
Yeah.
Next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
This month went away quick. Fuck.
I feel like April does.
Yeah, Wednesday is the 20th.
Back.
Yeah.
I don't have anything going on Wednesday as of right now. Wednesday, I don't have nothing. Thursday, I don't have nothing. Friday is Earth Day, so I got things to do on Earth Day.
Earth Day.
Yeah, Saturday, I don't have nothing. So, how long are you going to be here?
Like 4 days.
Cool, man.
Not that long.
When you go?
Is it still snowing out there?
No. It's decent now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
60s.
You got to remember.
It's about the
warm is different than yours.
It's
TJ,
maybe about it's maybe about 10 degrees cooler than it was when you were up here for my birthday.
Yeah, okay, that's nice then.
It's not too bad. It's in 50s.
Yeah.
You're probably going to have a coat on. Yeah. I'll be walking around with a t-shirt on, and you'll probably have a coat on.
Yeah. You'll be wearing your big giant Carhartt one.
Yeah. Well, I'll even have Jennifer wash it for you just in case you need it. It hasn't been worn since the last time you wore it, so I'll have her wash it for you.
That thing is heavy, boy.
Yeah, it's a big guy jacket.
It's a Carhartt.
I'll tell you what, if you're gonna take shrapnel fire, that's the thing to be wearing.
Yeah. I mean, how busy are you when you come up here?
I'll know after the first day because I got 20 windows to fix.
Oh, okay.
And then like a training thing going on, which I'd like you to come down for that.
You're training them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. He's paying.
That's cool. That works.
I'd like you to come for the training though.
You better clear that with him.
I'll clear it. You don't have to worry about that. I'm serious.
Fuck him.
Serious, Clark?
You're coming.
You serious, Clark?
Well, I'd like to. I mean, we've been talking for years now about videoing that process, or at least some of it anyway.
Yeah.
So I would like to video it, you know what I mean? And then, have that recorded for future purposes.
Absolutely.
For when you're ready to unleash the whole beast.
I will reach out tomorrow. And I will have it lined up as long as you can make it.
Only as of right now, I don't have anything going on Wednesday through Friday. All I have is my normal stuff, which I have to do in the mornings. You know what I mean? But, whatever day it is that you're gonna do are you training on site on the property that you're fixing?
No, I don't know yet how they want to set this up. Mm-hmm. I think it's both. It's on site and then because on site I'm not going to have time.
That dude needs to get his guy. There's these fucking dudes wear sweatpants and shit. Just like, god damn, I can't believe this dude's forking out that kind of fucking money to train these fucking idiots. I'm sorry.
That's what I said. I said you're going to train someone that could potentially leave in 6 months because you told me about your turnover rate.
What is that? You're the stain removal. I mean, I've got that down.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been doing that. I've been accepting jobs for removing hard water stains and, mineral deposits, fucking, what do you want to call her? Sprinkler system damage, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of that. I just want to kind of see in person the scratch removal process because I'm replacing my patio doors this year and a few other windows, and I'm going to have shit to test on. So
yeah, you need to set those aside.
I'm definitely.
Yeah.
So, and I know I'm going to be able to sell that because there's a lot of that around here. A lot of people's doors scratched up from dogs. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I would like to get Richie on. I've asked Richie several times to come on the podcast, but all he cares about is birding. I don't even know if he makes fucking shit for Maker products anymore, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, he's probably building fabric bird boxes.
Yeah, I don't think Richie cares about window cleaning at all anymore, but that's just me spitballing. Every time I try to talk to him, he's like, I'm on my way to birding. We're in the middle of birding, so I don't even bother talking to him anymore. So,
yeah.
I mean, he blows me off every time I try to talk to him, so.
Well, he's kind of gone underground. I sent him a picture because at our camp we have bird boxes, and my partner, he put them up and everything, and they're for ducks, but we had an owl sitting on like 3 eggs, and he got some really cool pictures of the owl. I'll send them to you in the box because you can hold the phone inside the box, just a hole, Mm-hmm. And some really cool owl pictures. Mm-hmm. So I sent him to Richie, but he's definitely underground. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I think window cleaning is the first thing from his mind. All he cares about is birding.
Yeah.
So, only time I hear from him is when he wants to say something to me about birding or when he's going to be here.
When is he coming to Ohio?
Sometime in May. I might just blow him off when he comes up here, see how he likes it.
Blow him why?
Blow him off the way he blows me off.
Oh, okay.
See how he likes it.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
Right in your face?
Yep, right in my face.
I like it.
So what's going on in your world, Seth?
Hey man, you're the shit when somebody needs you to sell something.
Yeah. Did you start that big account yet?
So that starts. I got one big one next week, and then Not the biggest one. That's, I think, they're pushing for end of June, beginning of July.
Yeah.
But I'm doing one big nursing home 2 weeks.
Oh, fuck. I got to get my insurance over to that guy. Good Lord, sir. Glad you said that.
Yeah, I mean, that's
oops. I have not heard back from that gutter job yet.
It takes a little while because they got to get bids. It takes a couple weeks usually, but yeah, hit them. I'd say if you don't hear from them by the end of the week, put in a call and just be like, "Hey, you got everything you need." Touch base.
Hey, am I doing your job or what, motherfucker?
Yeah, exactly. Fucking let's go, guy.
Yeah. Come on, guy.
Yeah, I haven't heard. There's a couple I haven't heard from yet this year, but most of all my annual shit is already on the books, so that's nice. So just only 2 I haven't heard from yet, which I'm assuming it'll probably be. I should hear something within the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, I mean, it's so nice to have like all your regulars on there, so you don't have to worry about them. You know what I mean? Like, you got their date, they're ready to go, and then you just slot in your new stuff. It's just easier.
Right. Yeah, I don't usually worry too much until it kind of gets around, like the beginning of May, and then I'm like, man, don't fucking call me last minute, man. Because that's what they did last year. They did me. 2020 and 2021, that big retirement community that I do, the single story ranches and all that shit, man. Last minute both times. I'm like, man, dude, you know what I mean? Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Don't do me like that, man. I mean, of course I fit it in because I'm an idiot, but whatever.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
What you got to do. Yeah. So.
Do you ever think about calling them ahead of time? Be like, hey, like you do this to me every time.
No, I don't. No? I don't. No, they don't do it every time. It's just the last 2 years they did that. So with things being the way that they are right now.
Yeah.
What can you know what I mean? I mean, I'm not into hounding people. You know what I mean? I don't, just with the current situation of the world at this very moment, you know what I mean? Gas finally dropped a little bit, but, it just it seems like everyone's on edge, you know what I mean? And I think everyone's expecting the worst. It seems that way anyway, but, residential,
whether you're expecting it or not, it seems to be happening.
Yeah, my residential work has not changed. I mean, all my regulars are already on the schedule, and some have already been done, so... I've got most of my regulars on the islands and all that stuff. I've got them booked up for, they've already set their seasonal cleanings all up. Their 3 or 4 cleanings of the season are already on the books, so that's cool. I got this fucking guy. I know I've brought him up on the podcast before, but there's this new dude in town, and I feel like, it's not really bothersome. It's not like I'm worried like, oh man, this dude's going to put me out of business, man. I mean, Clearviews has been around since 2004. You know what I mean? It's, I still get phone calls. I don't advertise. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really worried about that. It's just like his Google page and his website are really fucking disrespectful. I feel like, just the way shit's worded on there and stuff seems like a jab at every window cleaner in the area. It's like, we're this. Really? Yeah, we're this, we're that. We're not going to send you to voicemail. We're going to answer every time. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do that, which I always answer. You know what I mean? I answer every one of my phone calls, so I know that's not directed towards me. It may be directed towards someone else, but it almost feels like this guy tried to have his windows cleaned and somebody stood him up and he's like, you know what, I'll start a window cleaning business because I got money falling out of my ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, and to further the disrespect, his website is full of pictures of window cleanings that he did not do.
Yeah, see, that's...
You know what I mean?
Hack.
It's hack shit. The guy's got money. He owns a plumbing company here in Sandusky, and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna start a window cleaning business, and I'm gonna go and steal fucking stock images off of Google to fill my page up. And his Google reviews are all fake. I mean, he's been in business. Not even. Because if you're smart, if you look at somebody's Google listing, you could tell how long they've been in business. Google keeps track. Mine says been in business 5+ years. You know what I mean? The guy below me is like 3+ years, whatever. But theirs is like not been in business for a year yet. He just filed for it. But he is the very best window cleaner in the area. Nobody is better than him.
We got one of those around here. He actually has.
And the dude has not cleaned a single fucking window yet. I have not seen that van anywhere.
Yeah.
But he's the best.
We got a guy here that too heavy. We got a guy here that runs around with magnet signs on the car, and it says commercial, residential, and then it says high rise. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know you do high rise. Well, I don't actually do it. I outsource it. And I'm like, so you don't do high rise?
Yeah.
I mean, like, why would you say that?
Yeah.
What? You're a freaking liar.
To me, and that's the part that bothers me the most, is that he's lying about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, you're a fucking liar. He lies. Yeah. He has lied so much on his Google page and his website that it forced me to change my Google listings. So just to let everybody know, you know what I mean? Like I've never been the one to been like, I've been doing, Clearviews has been in business for 20 years. I've never been, that guy, you know what I mean? I just like, this is the hours of operation and this is what we do. You know what I mean?
Dude, I told you what to do with those guys. You get the phone number off of their van or car or whatever, right? And then you see not friendly competitor washing, right? Let's just say the McDonald's over in Sandusky, right? And you call up the number and you say, this is Bill Pierce. I'm the general manager at McDonald's on Sandusky and Parker and Hall. I need you to come clean my windows up, get me a price, and let him walk in there and make an idiot of himself, because you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it just irritates the shit out of me that you would go to the level of lying about the business that you do in order to garner business. And I'm smart enough to know that that's short-sighted, and in the long run that's going to bite him in the ass, because people are going to go to his Google page and see that he has 16 reviews. They're all 5 stars, and he's the best window cleaner that ever fucking lived. And people are going to see that, because I've already gotten phone calls this season already. 2 different people have called me. She's like, well, I found you on Google. She goes, I almost went to this other guy's page, but it's full of fake Google reviews. She's like, I don't know. She goes, you've got a 1 star and a 3 star. And she goes, the rest are 5 stars. She goes, a lot of your customers, like, I've been doing business with Terry for 10+ years, whatever. She goes, so I went with you instead. She goes, it just seems like everything he's got on there is fake. And I was like, it's because it is. I was like, the guy's not even cleaned a window yet.
Not only that, people don't like I got called into a country club one time that literally the window cleaners were still there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got called to bid this huge country club, and I pull in there, and the GM goes, look, the other guys are here. I didn't know that was going to happen. And I'm like, no problem. You want me to just come back tomorrow? And he's like, no. You already came all the way out here, so.
No, fuck them.
No, he's like, they're all the way down there. You don't need to see down there, because everything is the same. It's cookie cutter across the board. And I go, okay. And the front main entranceway where the valet is, he's like, big, tall glass, the hardest part of the whole job. And he goes, now this area here, he wanted me to bash the competition. He goes, what do you think of this? I go, well, if this area definitely needs the most attention, because it's the focal point of the whole entire club. I said, it looks like to me that some areas aren't getting the correct attention they need. I wasn't going to say, the fucking guy's not doing this, he's not doing that.
Yeah.
They don't want that, and they don't want to hear you brag either. Can you do the job? Yeah, this is how I can do it. What are you expecting from me? And let me try to meet your expectations.
Right.
It's a better way of doing business.
Yeah.
Right.
Bashing on other people when you come to do an estimate just looks like so tacky.
But that's what new people do. I mean, I probably did it too. I'm not going to lie.
I'm going to be honest with you. I've never done that.
Yeah. I don't know.
I just don't see I don't see the point in it, because it's not going to get me the job or not get me the job. You know what I mean? The only thing that bothers me about it is he's a fucking liar. That's what bothers me. You know how hard it was for me not to get on there and leave him a 5-star review and say, dude, you fucking have never cleaned a fucking window.
Yeah.
And you're on here saying that. You know how hard that was for me? I'm not going to do that. I would never do that. My name's not Eric Bland. But it's just like, you know how hard it is for me to restrain myself? I want to call him and say something to him. You know what I mean? It's just like, God, I just want to run into you somewhere so I could be like, dude, you are so full of fucking shit. Like, your logo has a towel and a spray bottle in it.
Yeah. Clipart.com.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're touting yourself as a professional window cleaner, and you've got the homeowner's fucking toolkit on your fucking logo. You fucking scrub ass piece of shit.
Yeah.
I just, I don't, the lying is honestly, that's what bothers me the most is the lying. Like, why do you have to lie? You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
There's dudes in this area, like, there's a lot of window cleaners in my area. I'm not the only one. You know what I mean? I'm not by any stretch of the imagination. There's probably 7 or 8 companies in my area. You know what I mean? I've never not been in a situation where I've like, man, I don't have enough work. You know what I mean? It's just, you start up a business, the thing to me, if it was me, if I was starting up right now, and when I started out, I was more about respecting people, you know what I mean? Like if I get a call from somewhere that I know somebody is already cleaning, I'm going to give them a bid. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give them a straight bid the way I would any other thing. You know what I mean? I will not go in behind a guy. If I seen a guy cleaning windows, I'm not going to go in and be like, hey, I'll do it for, whatever. I'm fucking, I'm not that guy. You know what I mean? It's just me personally.
I'll do it for $5 and a cheeseburger.
Yeah, like I'll do it $10 cheaper than him. I'm just not that dude. You know what I mean? I'm just not that guy. That's not the way I want to get ahead. Because I want to be able to lay my head down at night and be able to be like, cool, whatever. You know what I mean? I don't have to worry about what else is going on in the next fucking, you know what I mean? And on the next block. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean? But that's just me personally. I don't feel like stepping on someone's neck to make a little bit of money is the right way to go through life. You know what I mean? It just doesn't seem...
No, it's not.
It just doesn't seem... You know what I mean? If you're doing something, anything worth doing is worth doing the right way. And if you're doing stuff to undermine what the next guy's doing, even though you're trying to do the same exact thing that they're doing, you got to look back and you got to look at yourself and be like, what kind of fucking dude am I? If I have if you have no fucking integrity whatsoever.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Comes around goes around. Yeah. Eventually, you're going to be that guy where someone took something from you.
Yeah, and I don't want that. I'm a big believer in karma, man. I'm a huge believer in karma, and I feel like if you put that negative juju out there, it's going to come back to get you eventually. It's going to come back to get you.
Yeah.
Eventually, it will come back to get you. So I try to be as righteous as I possibly can. You know what I mean? I only shit on the people that deserve being shit on. You know what I mean? So if you do something nefarious or if you're a fucking shitbag, I'm gonna do something in kind to you. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna show you no quarter. I guess would be the way to say it.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely the right mentality to have. Doing that just never works, man. It doesn't work in any industry, and it definitely doesn't work in this one. It's like, trust your process, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, then fucking quit.
Mike Nichols says he's got a guy following his boys around. I love Jesus, but I'm going to throat punch him soon. Well, every man has his limits. You know what I mean? Like, I told the story on the podcast, I don't know, a couple years ago. I had a guy from a competing company. I'm not even going to say competing company. I got another window cleaner because I don't feel like anyone around me is in competition with me. I don't look at it as competition. I just don't. I'm not saying that because I'm the fucking best. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I'm doing me. You know what I'm saying? Like, every building has a window in it. You know what I'm saying? And there's a good chance that I'm going to clean one of them. You know what I mean? It might not be every window on the block, but I'll get like maybe 2 or 3 of them some bitches anyway. You know what I mean? So, but I had this guy follow me around. I went into this. I was cleaning the front of this Subway. Dude was sitting in the parking lot watching me. And it happened a couple times. And at first couple times, like, oh, maybe this is just where he eats breakfast at, whatever. You know what I mean? But after a couple of times it happened, I finally had enough. You know what I mean? Because I went in there to turn in my ticket. And, she's like, that guy out there, she goes, last time you were here, come in and gave me a bid right after, you tried to give me a bid right after you left. I'm like, really? And she's like, yeah, he's probably going to try to do it again. Like, every time you leave, he comes up here and kind of looks at the windows and then comes in and leaves his card. I was like, is there something wrong with the way I'm cleaning the windows? And she's like, no, he does the people next door, and they complain about him all the time.
Yeah. Meanwhile, do you have the time? I don't have the time.
I don't. That's why I had no idea that he was doing this. And finally, I was like, all right, cool. So I got in the truck, and I took off. But what he didn't know is I went around the back of the building, came all the way around the shopping center, came back around and pulled right back up in front again. And I caught him as he was walking out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he walked to his truck, and I got out of my truck, and I walked over there, and I was like, dude, what the fuck is your problem, man? He's like, what do you mean? I was like, why are you doing what you're doing? I was like, you know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. I was like, you're going in, you're trying to give these people bids after I've cleaned the windows. I was like, you've done it here, so I'm assuming you've done it somewhere else. And to come to find out, he had. There's a couple others. He's never tried on the restaurants because it's going to be really hard for you to, like, I'm an ammonia guy, and it's going to be real hard for you to take commercial work or like restaurant work. It's going to be tough for you to take that shit from me because I do it quick and I'm really good at it. You know what I mean? Because I get the fingerprints off with one swipe because, I'm awake every morning. I piss ammonia. You know what I'm saying? But, but I just told him, I was like, dude, in all the years, I was like, I know you guys have been around a long time. In all the years, I said, I've been cleaning. I'm not no new guy. I said, I've been cleaning windows for almost 20 years. I was like, so I know you guys have been around a while. I said, I've never, ever, ever, ever gone to someone else's work and tried to outbid them after they got done doing the job.
Yeah, I've never done that.
Never done that. I was like, that's scumbag shit. And I said, and I tell you what, if you do it again, I'm going to break your fucking hands with a hammer. And he just kind of looked at me. I think that shocked the shit out of him, but I was dead ass serious. I will do the Mark Tanner. I will break your fucking hands with a fucking hammer and throw you in a dumpster. I'm not kidding. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm not, it's one thing if you beat me on a bid. You beat me on a bid, all's fair in love and war. But if you were like going around trying to purposely take money out of my pocket, then we got a problem. We have a problem then.
Well, it's not like there's not enough work for everybody.
There's plenty. I know it's going to get it's definitely without question over the next 2 years because Joe Biden's an absolute fucking piece of shit. It's going to get rougher out there for everyone. Not just guys in our trade, but, Americans across the board. It's going to get rougher. So times are going to get a little tough. But that still does not mean that you need to be an asshole and try to steal from people. Because I view that as stealing. You're trying to steal from
it is stealing. No, it's stealing.
Right. Okay,
it's 100% stealing.
So what happens to thieves?
Right.
Exactly. Just like Mrs. Tanner said. Right.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
I'm going to shut the... Hang on a second.
See, that was perfect, though. I was like, what do you do to thieves? Right.
Get them.
But you know what I'm saying? I just, I don't...
Listen,
I don't want it to come off like I'm some kind of fucking tough guy, like I could beat everybody up or nothing like that. But, like, there's certain things, you know what I mean? There's certain things that any dude, you know what I mean? You talk about a man's wife... or you fuck with his money, expect an ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? Just expect an ass whooping. Family, money, expect to get beat up. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's, honestly, yeah. I mean, you don't know who you're messing with. I mean, that's what I'm just saying. Like that strategy. Like if you were a little bit more unhinged, that guy would have got punched in the face.
Oh, dude, if it was fucking, if it would have been pre-30-year-old, well, actually, if it would have been pre-40-year-old TJ, I probably would have fought the motherfucker right then and there, no questions asked. I mean, I tried to stay away from that life. You know what I mean? I spent too much time in the county jail. You know what I mean? I try to get away from that shit. You know what I mean? As a father, you got to try to do better. But sometimes I tell you, man, they really push you to the limit. Like Mike Nichols says, I love Jesus, but somebody's about to get throat punched. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to push a man to a certain point, and it's just like, man, there's no need for that, dude. You know what I mean? Yeah. I just got a call. I want to say 3 weeks. I got a call in March. At the very end of March, I do a restaurant here in town. I will say that one of my friends actually owns the restaurant. And I've been doing that one, and now he owns one in another. He owns one in another, town over. It's like a 20-minute drive from me in Amherst. He owns another place. And the general manager of both locations called me. He's like, hey, man, you do such a good job downtown. Would you mind driving the 20 minutes and doing this for me? He goes, This is what I'm paying now. I'm willing to give you $10, $20 more if you just come and take care of this one for me too. He goes, because I'm just essentially just giving this guy money. He's like, he comes in, he writes invoices on memo paper. The little tiny fucking
carbon.
Yeah. No.
Not even that.
The memo books, notes? The memo books that the spiral bound notebooks, but it's like this by this.
Really?
Yeah. Well, he sent me a picture of it. He's like, this is what he's sending me, and I'm like, this is what he's leaving me. I'm like, oh,
invoice?
Shit. Yeah. And he's like, this it's not a big place, but it's got about 25, 30 windows somewhere around in there. It's an older building. It's big plate glass windows with big plate glass transoms over them. And he's like, I'm telling you, he's like, this dude's been doing it for a year. He goes, I don't think he's done the upper windows maybe one time.
Yeah.
On the inside. And I'm like, really? He goes, you can see that they have not been done in a long time, but he's charging me for. I was like, yeah, man, I'll come out and have a look. And, I shot him a price and was like, it's going to be, a couple times a month. It's going to be, and he's like, you know what? I'm not going to give my price away because who knows who's watching this, but he could be watching right now.
He does. He is.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, HD? HD's got 50 dude. Like, what kind of shit are you up to, dude? You got a new Facebook account, new YouTube account every 5 minutes, man. You are a really weird dude.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. You seem kind of shady. You seem like you're up to no good, dude. But I feel a little weird about. I felt weird about going up there and doing that, because it's not I wouldn't say out of my service area, but it's a little further than I would go to try to solicit myself. Let's put it that way. If I get a call in that area for a residential or commercial cleaning, I'm of course going to go take a bid. It's 20 minutes. I drive 20 minutes the other way once a week to do work. Yeah. So I'm not, it's whatever. You know what I mean? I would say probably 45 minutes may be too much for me.
You also got to look at it as for opportunity, meaning that
exactly.
Clean that place, now you're somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So pick up work either on your way there or on your way back or next door. Make it a point to really make it worth your while.
Thanks for the thumbs down, HD. Keep going.
Yeah. I mean, when we did the Blockbusters, we picked up work in every center that had a Blockbuster just because we were there. Mm-hmm. You didn't have to sell. People would come out and go, I saw you here last month. And we go, we only come here once a month. You want it once a month? Here's what it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, that's and that's probably how I will handle any questions I get, because I'm sure I'm going to get more, because I'm sure this dude does I'm sure he does other businesses in the area. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm sure me being up there a couple of times, and that's really how most businesses grow anyways. You get one here, and then the guy next door like, hey, and then, you know what I mean? It kind of blossoms that way anyways, you know what I mean? So I'm prepared for it.
Natural flow.
Yeah, it's just a natural flow, you know what I mean? But I can't say that I'm going to start passing out cards or anything like that, you know what I mean? But, there's a couple of jobs there that I wouldn't mind leaving a card in the door or something, you know what I mean? And going in and trying to sell myself, you know what I mean? But again, I'm the type of person, business-wise, that I like to let the work come to me. I'm not really aggressive like that. I'm not, I'm not a real aggressive salesperson. You know what I mean? I'm just never have been that. I'm just not.
One time I was working in the strip mall, and I had say 15 accounts, and then I had maybe 2. And so I noticed everything else in there all of a sudden was dirty. Mm-hmm. You could tell when no one's dirty.
Yeah.
And so I go, all right, I'm going to make a point to, it was early in the morning, so I put cards in every door that was dirty. And then I'm just finishing putting the cards up, and I see this old dude hobbling along, doing the Biden shuffle, and he was throwing the cards on the ground, right? And he'd go to the next door and he'd throw it on the ground. He'd go to the next door and throw it on the ground. And I'm like, and he's coming towards me, but at this point, what am I guilty of? Soliciting dirty work. And he goes, hey, who are you? So I tell him, and he goes, oh, my nephew Eric, and I'm like, yeah, I know who Eric is. He goes, he told me not to fuck with you, and I go, all right, old man, what are we going here? And he goes, no, I go, dude, you know, I put the cards in because your work is filthy. I go, I don't know who's doing it, but nobody's been here in several weeks because I come here twice a month. And he's like, yeah, that's how I run my business. Please don't put cards in my door. And I'm like, we're cool, no problem. You know,
what the fuck?
Yeah. I was
like, well, how I run my business. This is how I run my business. I collect checks and I don't clean shit.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dudes out there that do that.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of dudes out there that do that.
My dad had the art of that. My dad would wipe the ledge in front of the customer. I'm not kidding.
Listen, that right there is pimp shit. Like, that's like knowing the game. Like, you know what? I'm going to wipe the ledge because that makes it look like it's been done.
In front of them. Fucking in front of them.
Yo, you owe me $17.50.
Dude, it was the funniest thing. We were working together one day. I told this story years ago. Probably
that's only something. That's only something. I'll let you tell your story. That's only something you could do in Florida.
Yeah,
you can't get away with that in Ohio because there's too much salt and shit on the. I mean, you know what I mean. There's just too much going on around here. You know.
Dude, my dad didn't. He didn't care.
That's right.
He didn't care. So we're working together. It's the end of the month because we're collecting. Okay, and I stopped in this. Like a dollar type store that we cleaned and collected them. And then he had a turnstile there with magic shit, you know, little magic tricks and trinkets and shit. So I grabbed these candies, right? And they were like a butterscotch looking candy, but what you didn't know, in the middle of it, it had blue food coloring, right? So when you got it to a certain point, it fucking turns your whole mouth blue. So
you gave it to your dad?
Yeah, I gave it. Well, no, I grabbed a piece of candy off the counter, and I was talking on that, and I had those other ones. I opened the pack and put it in my pocket because I knew as soon as he saw me, he'd be like, "Where's mine?" I'm like, "Where's your what?" He goes, "You got candy in your mouth? Where's that?" So I give him one of these, right? And he would sit there. He had a index folder, alphabetical, right?
Yeah.
And he would load all the bills in there alphabetically, right? And he would sit there. And all of a sudden, the fucking bills are turning blue. He looks at his fingers. He looks at me. His whole fucking mouth, his fucking lips are. I turn my head to look out the window because I'm trying not to laugh. I'm like, what in the fuck is going on? But dude, I'm not lying to you. He used to tell me, don't spoil the customers because then they expect it every time. I swear. And I would watch him. He would walk up to an open storefront, wipe the sill, do the door in and out, and walk in and take their money.
Well, there is logic behind that. I mean, there's not logic behind fucking wiping those sills and walking out. You know what I mean? There's not logic. I mean, that's just but what he is saying is definitely true, though. You know what I mean? If you, I mean, there's doing a good job. You should always do a good job. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. You should always go in and do the scope of work to the best of your ability every single time. Now, I'm not saying that that's not true, but when you start doing extra things, they're going to expect that every time. You know what I mean?
Extra to my dad was actually showing up.
He's doing it, cleaning the window. But you know what I'm saying? Like if you're doing a hair salon, you're doing the windows in and out, and then she's like, "Hey, can you do my mirrors real quick?" And you do them. They're gonna ask you that all the time.
Yeah, you're gonna be expected.
You're gonna be expected to do that. Yeah. Normally, when I get asked something like that, I'm like, "Yeah, $5." You know what I mean? I set the ground rules immediately. Yes, I'll do that for you, but for money. Because my time, like you're not gonna trim. I'm not gonna go in for a haircut.
Bitch.
Yeah. I'm not gonna go in for a haircut and then ask my barber, "Hey, can you trim my goatee for nothing?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not the way you do things. I mean, all of our time is worth money. You know what I mean? Any time spent away from home is away from family. That means I should be making some money or doing something that I enjoy. You know what I mean? And I don't necessarily enjoy cleaning windows. I enjoy being out of doors and being my own man. But cleaning windows, I could be quite honest with you. I sat in the truck. I didn't even sit in the truck today. I got drop your eye off at school. there's a chance of thunderstorms around noon today, which it did end up happening. It did rain. And I was like, I'm not going to go do what I normally do because it's going to fucking rain. I'll make it up in the morning once the rain passes through, whatever. But I was already making excuses once I dropped Raya off. I was like, fuck, that's where I'm at with window cleaning right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just got to be honest with you. I'm definitely without a doubt, I'm definitely in a spot right now with window cleaning because I've been doing it, like 17 or 18 years now. 18 years probably. If you want to, Elena is 20. She'll be 21 here real soon. So yeah, I want to say 18 or 19 years. It's probably not 17. It's probably 18 or 19 years now, somewhere around in there. I've been cleaning windows, and I've just gotten to a spot where it's not that I don't enjoy it, but I've got family members that are making moves now and doing things that really interest me on a personal level. Like, I really enjoy construction. I miss it. You know what I mean? And it's been a lot. It's getting increasingly harder for me every passing season to stay doing this. I got to be quite honest with you.
Cause sometimes you got to step away a little bit, whether that's putting someone on to help you with, whether that's
not even that necessarily, but I really feel like, even though I'm feeling this way, I do realize that going to punch a clock is at this point in the game is probably not going to be very beneficial for my psyche. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm done, I'm done, and when I'm ready, I'm ready. You get what I'm talking about? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't want to
see. The thing is, though, Seth and I have talked about this, maybe on the podcast, maybe on the phone. But Seth will know right where I'm saying when I say this, because his business is much different than mine, I'm assuming, because it's residential based, okay? But sometimes, and TJ, you probably are closer to the way I do things simply because you have a decent percentage of, your restaurants and commercial work. But I explained to Seth one time when we talked that my shit is like Groundhog Day, okay? Not once a year. It's Groundhog Day for the last 25 years, and the reason is, if you wanted to find me, okay, every Monday morning.
Jesus Christ, what are you guys doing over there? Like Seth and fucking what's his fucking nuts, Jacob? What are you guys doing? This guy's talking. This guy's talking. Seth sounds like he's fucking making balloon animals. You're setting your fucking milk jug.
I'm just sitting there.
Jesus, what happened to your microphone?
I heard a zipper noise. Is it Jacob?
What happened to your microphone, Seth? Something changed, buddy. I don't have any
pants on.
Something changed, bro. Hey, Seth, something changed.
What? The volume on here?
Yeah, you don't sound nowhere near like you did when the podcast started.
You're overmodulated.
Yeah, you're way over. Like every move you make in that chair, we can hear. Like it does. Yeah. Does it not sound like he's making balloon animals? Yeah. Look at him. He's all mad and shit now. Like fuck you, you fat fuck.
I just pulled a sticky penis off his leg, and we got to hear it.
God damn it! I just all over the mic.
You had your shit pushed in.
Yeah, but as I was saying, my shit is like Groundhog Day year round because number one, window cleaning in Florida is year round. It doesn't never change.
I already know where you're going with
Monday.
I already know where you're going with it.
Yeah,
and I totally agree with you.
Yeah, it's up one side of the street
and down the fucking other.
Down the other side of the street.
Yep.
Every single
day
of the week. It just does not. The only thing that changes is if you lose one or you pick up another one. Yeah. Other than that, it's like, and that
totally agree with you. It is monotonous as fuck. I envy Seth in that regard.
Yeah.
Because it's
Seth, you do the same houses for 20 years,
but
you do them 3 or 4 times a year, maybe, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So
it's not like going to Wendy's every fucking Wednesday morning and doing Wendy's every Wednesday morning. No, the only thing that changes is how many fingerprints are going to be on the glass this week. You know what I mean?
Ketchup handprints.
Yeah. I do not miss McDonald's. I'm really glad that I did not meet that dude's bid. I don't miss those places. They can go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
I was this close from matching that guy's bid and just being spiteful and taking it from him. Because they were like, he does not do the job that you do. And I'm like, yeah, that's why I charge you more money and you went with the cheap guy. You get what you... Well, will you meet us? No, I won't do that. When you get tired, when you realize that the return on investment is not there, you will call me back. I've already proven that once by you calling me back and trying to get me to match his price. Once you get tired of him doing a shitty fucking job, you'll call me and pay me what it's deserved. Because to be quite honest, when I bid all those... I was 3 years into the business. My grandfather... No, I wasn't even that. Actually, no. That was the year my grandmother died and my grandfather died. I lost I didn't lose everything I had. I threw my entire life into a fucking dump truck and took it to the landfill and dumped it and moved into my grandparents' house. That's why my house is my grandparents' stuff on top of my stuff on top of my grandparents' stuff. You know what I mean? We still have not gotten rid of everything. You know what I'm saying? But... Yeah. I took that fucking work because I was like, I needed the work. You know what I mean? And I bid it. I didn't bid it cheaply. I just bid it to get it. You know what I mean? I was like, I need this. I could probably make $300 or $400 more a month off of this, but I'm just gonna do it this way to get it. You know what I mean? And she's like, I need it done tonight. And I was like, and normally I'm like, fuck you. I'm not doing no construction clean. But I went and did a construction clean on a McDonald's at night. That night, after when I bid it over the phone, because I knew the location. I bought cheeseburgers there before. You know what I mean? And she's like, we're reopening tomorrow. She goes, and it just dawned on me, I don't have a window cleaner, and window cleaning is super important to me. She goes, what will you charge us to do this? I told her, one time construction clean. You know what I mean? And she's like, that's fine with me. But I need it done tonight. If you don't want to do it, I'll call the next guy, and I'll call until I find a guy that's going to do it tonight. And I was like, I will do it tonight. And that memory just popped up on my feed 3 days ago.
Yeah, that's totally cool, though. But now you got a loyal... If anyone else walks in there...
Not loyal enough.
Yeah.
Because
those are the ones you lost.
Those are the ones I lost.
Really?
Yeah. Not loyal enough. Like they bought this chain of restaurants around here from another guy. You know what I mean? They owned a bunch of shit up there, and you know what I mean? They bought a bunch of McDonald's down here. They took a bunch of shit over.
Yeah.
And I was pressure washing drive-throughs, fucking dumpster pads, the buildings. I was replacing.
You going live on Facebook doing that shit before.
I was replacing ceiling tiles over the grills and in the back. Like over in the kitchen, I replaced all the ceiling tiles in that and every single one of them. I have a background. I was a carpenter. I don't just say that. I was actually a carpenter. I actually, I'm not I'm pretty good at it too. You know what I mean? I'm fairly decent with my hands as far as carpentry goes. I'm really good with wood and blue steel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I can weld too, as a matter of fact. I've never MIG weld or TIG weld before, but I could stick weld like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? I could stick weld, like, legitimately. I've done a lot of stick welding. But anything this woman wanted me to do for her, I was doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me the money. You know what I mean? I made a fucking shitload of money those 2 years with bringing those restaurants around. Like I was having shit. Like, where they come in and they suck the stainless steel ports on the side of the building with the latch. They open it up to suck the grease and put, this in or whatever. You know what I mean? There were some of those broken. I took them apart for them, took them down to my cousin's shop, had them TIG them back together, put them, TIG the stainless steel back together, put it back up for him, whatever. She's like, hey, can you do this? I had my one cousin go in and paint all the fucking doors for him. I made a little bit off the top, get my beak wet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm that type of dude. You know what I mean? Like, whatever you need, bruh, I got you. You know what I'm saying? And I did all that, and then the pandemic happened, and I lost fucking all of it because of money.
Yeah.
Like, they wanted to go with the cheaper guy. And I learned a lesson there. Mark told me, he's like, dude, That's really great, but don't put all your eggs in that basket. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
This basket? This basket here that I have all of these eggs in? You mean I shouldn't? And he's like, nah, you shouldn't do that. And then the pandemic happened, and then my basket was empty. And I was like, fuck.
It hurts.
It hurt. It hurt bad.
But you filled that basket up pretty quick, though, afterwards.
Well, I took some really good advice. Yeah. I rolled with the punches, and I was like, you know what? This isn't the only way I can clean glass residentially, too. I can do that, too. And I just focused on that, and it worked out perfect for me. I didn't miss a fucking thing. You know what I mean? To be quite honest with you, I'm probably a lot more happier now than I was when I had all those fucking McDonald's. Because not only was I doing all those McDonald's, but I was doing Applebee's, and I was doing fucking Chick-fil-A, and I was doing Wendy's, and I was doing Subway, you know what I mean? And I was doing fucking all the Cedar Point restaurants. I was doing all this shit 6 days a week before 10. I was doing 3-4 restaurants a day by myself before 10. Inside and out.
That's a tough schedule.
I mean, I was part
You're
of the.
Married to the job.
At I was, and to be honest with you, I am, but when I was doing it that first 3, 4, 5 years there, I did not take a day away from this. The only time I got away from window cleaning was a weekend. I would go to my aunts in Michigan. They don't talk to me no more. They all hate me. I used to go up to, all my aunts don't like me anymore. Ain't that crazy? All the aunts that used to watch this podcast, they don't talk to me no more.
What was her name?
Aunt Jackie and Aunt Tammy. Yeah, they don't speak to me anymore. Ain't that fucking...
That's because your barbecue sucks.
Yeah, it's because that is. It's exactly right, really. Too. No.
What's up? She's a sweetheart.
I have no idea. Apparently, I'm not. Apparently, I'm a fucking scumbag. But it is what it is. But that's why I would go up there. I just crossed my mind about all the time I spent up there, and I just like, man, I don't even hear from those people anymore. But anyways, I actually got deleted on Facebook. They even went that far. Yeah, wow. Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, man. My Aunt Tammy, Aunt Tammy, she blocked me on Facebook. We're not even friends on Facebook anymore.
You had to do something heinous.
No, dude, no. I mean, I'm real respectful of my elders outside of you. Hey,
I'll send her a message. Don't worry.
Outside of you, Mark, I'm really respectful to my elders. If my mom's watching, she'll tell you that. I'm a yes sir, no sir kind of guy. I'm not disrespectful to my elders whatsoever. I'm a real family guy.
That's family. That's the difference, though.
I'm a super family dude. I'll do anything for my family, anything, even to my own detriment. You know what I mean? Even to the so much so that my Jennifer gets mad at me. You gotta stop doing that. These people, they don't appreciate that. Whatever, But I still, you know what I mean? I still do. You know what I mean? I whatever. But I don't know what I did, but it was bad. But I did not spend any time away from this.
Maybe it's what you didn't do.
Hey, that could be it too. See, that's why Jacob's here. Jacob's here for those little nuggets like that. Maybe it's what you didn't do. There could be something I didn't do.
When was the last time you saw them? Because the last picture I ever saw with, correct me if I'm wrong, was when you were going to that Renaissance thing.
No,
when you drove down the side of the road.
No, the last time I saw my aunts and we spent any quality time together, was my cousin Shannon's wedding. Huh. And to which my father and my sister did not show up. My dad couldn't, of course, because he was sick and just got back to work, so he couldn't take any more time off. And my sister just didn't go. But yeah, I was the only one that showed up. I'm the only one that ever shows up. So I'm not exactly sure what I did. But I've gotten to the point in my life where I don't want to get all choked up, but I've gotten to a point in my life where with family, there's only so much you can do, and to avoid exposing a raw nerve and feelings and confronting it head on, because that always leads to things that you can't take back, because you're going to say something that's going to be, you're going to go with feelings when it comes to family. So it's best to just ignore it. You know what I mean? So I just ignore it. But it is what it is. There's nothing I could do. There, like I said, there's nothing. But I've not missed anything. I go to everything. I even drove 2 hours to drive past my sick uncle, just to drive past his house and beat the horn. That was all we were gonna do. I mean, he insisted that we stopped, but I drove 2 hours just to beep and wave and wish him happy birthday. My uncle that passed away, that is. But I don't know what I did. But the last time I seen them all was at my cousin's wedding, and I have not really talked to any of them.
Well, I'll tell you what, T, because I think you're a stellar dude and I still love you.
Thanks, man.
Jacob's not going to be here next week. I will be bringing Dr. Phil on to straighten this out. Right.
Let's get it all figured out. You know what I mean? But I have a really good relationship with, you know, my family down here. You know what I mean? You know, I'm pretty close with my cousins. You know, my cousin Mike. You met Mike. Well, you've actually met all my cousins. I think, except for maybe the exception of maybe Chris. I don't think you met Chris. Yeah. But when you were at my birthday party, all my cousins were there, Brian and Mike, and you know, you know, I'm really close with them. I see them all the time. You know, I actually see them every day. So, you know, I do have, you know, a really close bond with some of my cousins. My cousin Brittany, I hear from my cousin Brittany. That's really the only cousin I hear from, except for maybe the possibility of maybe Josh. But, you know, I don't really know what I did, man. I don't know what I did. You know, I don't know.
What you didn't do.
Or what I didn't do, you know. Whatever it was is something I did or did not do. Whatever it was. I don't know. Sometimes people throw the baby out with the bathwater. You know what I mean? I don't know. But I have a sneaky suspicion on why it is the way it is, but I'm not going to cross that road. You know what I mean? I've dipped out of that situation, and I'm finally in the clear with it, and I'm not dragging myself back into it. So this is the way I look at it. If it remedies itself, it remedies itself. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
It probably will over time. Yeah. I mean, I don't have any family close to me. My mom is about 80 miles away. My brother's about 90 miles away. My sister's like 60 miles away. And, you know, everyone else is just scattered around.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Right there, man. It's right there on my arm, man. Family first, man. That was one of my first tattoos I ever got.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just the way. That's just who I am. You know what I mean? Now people that, like, I've got friends that are family, they know who they are. You know what I mean? Like, you know, there's two of them on this show here. You know, I got friends that are family too. If I'm saying that if I don't have to explain it to you, you already know who you are. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a family dude. You know what I mean? I'm a fiercely loyal guy. You know what I mean? And, you know, sometimes it may be to my detriment. I'm not going to turn my back on one family member for another family member. I'm not going to do that. I'm just not going to do that. You know what I mean? I'm not going to criticize someone's choices or none of that shit. It's their life to live, you know what I mean? And I just love them because we have the same blood pumping through our veins, you know what I mean? That's all that matters to me. You know, because I went, especially, that family up there, I had no idea that I had until I was almost 20 years old. I had no knowledge of these people. You know what I mean? My dad said he was adopted. I was like, okay, but we didn't really spend any time. You know, he never spent any time with him. You know what I mean? So when my uncle came down with my cousin, Michael, my Uncle Mike, the one that's passed away, my dad's brother, me and Michael, like, we were separated at birth.
Yeah.
Within 5 minutes of us meeting each other, it was kindred spirits. It's like, man, this dude, we have the same upper torso. We got a big torso and little legs, you know what I mean? That's just how we're all built. And, you know, we got along. We got big heads. You know, we just fucking got along instantly, you know what I mean?
You both look like Danny DeVito.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. That's a fair assessment. Yeah. I'll give you that. I'm not even angry about that. I mean, that's probably the most astute fucking thing you've said your entire time on the podcast. We got Danny DeVito bodies. That's spot fucking on, dude. You know? My cousin Josh, same way. When I met all my cousins up there, instantly it was like we were, like, you know, separated at birth. I mean, they get me. Yeah. I get them. We act the same way. We think the same way. We have the same instincts. You know what I mean? It's you know what I mean? You definitely tell it's bred into us. You know what I mean? And Mark can tell you, if you spent 5 minutes around my family and you look at me like, I fucking get it now. And now I get it.
Yeah.
That's why. I'm sure there's people like, man, I can't believe Mark hangs out with TJ. But I'm telling you, if you, and Richie, the same way. You meet my family, you'll get me instantly. You'll get the ball breaking. You'll get all of it. You'll understand it. You'll get it. You know what I mean? You'll get it. So.
I just instantly said, because I'm usually pretty well unfiltered. I was like, I think I'm going to stay quiet as much as possible here. I don't know what these guys think.
Yeah, you don't know how bad it can get.
The one you got to watch out for is the one you impressed anyways. With your barbecue, Brian. That's the one you got to watch out for.
Yeah.
Brian's he's not a mean and nasty person, but there are little like subtle things that you can do that he will dislike instantly and want to fight you for. And they're really like moral fiber type decisions. Like, you said this to this woman and I do not fucking like that. You know what I mean? Like, don't talk to my aunt that way. You know what I mean? Anything really minute things. Like, he wanted to fight me because me and my mom have a weird relationship. My mom was super young when she had me. So me and my mom are kind of almost like brother and sister at times. I know that drives her fucking nuts, but that's kind of the way things happen. You know what I mean? I've nothing but respect for her, but I like to bust her balls. You know what I mean? Because my grandma's not here anymore, and I got to bust somebody's balls.
Someone's got to take it.
I got to ride somebody's ass if grandma's not here. Because I used to drive my mama crazy. Like, I would do shit. I would pester. That's what grandma called it, pestering. She's like, why are you always pestering me? Because I used to pester her, poke at her constantly. You know what I mean? Just to keep her on her toes. You know what I mean? Yeah. I usually poke and fuck with the ones that I love the most. Like, I will talk the most shit on the people that I care about the most. That's just how I am. You know what I mean? But, I don't know, man. He's a strange bird, but he wanted to fucking fight me because me and my mom were talking to each other, and I was like, fuck you, whatever, we're all sitting in the backyard getting drunk. He was about to fight me. Yeah, he straight up, like I walked up to him to like hand him like a brownie or something. I made some brownies, some special brownies, some magic brownies, and like he was like gave me the old motherfucker, and like I thought we was about to fight there for a second. I was like, man, I was just joking. He's like, I don't care. I'm like, well, I won't do it again. I'm sorry. Yeah, my bad, dog. So I don't know, man, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know why all that came up, but it just, I don't know. I guess that situation, just one thing led into another, man. And then like that all just came out. That was really weird. I mean, it sucks, dude. It sucks that it's like that. I don't want it to be that way. I've got no ill will. If there is something that I did, I'd like to know what it was that I did.
Or didn't do.
Or didn't do. Or didn't do.
What are you going to do if Aunt Tammy goes, you know what, T? You didn't properly wipe and you fucking stink. Get away from me.
I'll be like, I will make sure that when I see you from now on, I wash myself properly.
You can't be an improper wipe.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what I did or what I didn't do. I don't know. There could be multiple things that I did that.
Sorry, Aunt Tammy, I won't wipe from back to front.
Yeah. I will stop wiping poo into my nutsack immediately.
Family's tough, especially when it's big.
Yeah.
Big families, you're always going to have a riff here, or this person doesn't like this person. It can be difficult to navigate sometimes.
But there is no such thing as like Beaver Cleaver family. You know what I'm saying? That's just doesn't exist.
Well, I will say that it does seem that, like once an influence got introduced into the scenario, the whole dynamic kind of changed. And I'm not really confrontational when it comes to family. You know what I mean? I kind of tend to just let things be what they are. And that may be the cause of all of this. I don't know. I mean, I guess the world, or it could be something that I didn't do. There's that. But hopefully it remedies itself. You know what I mean? I don't know.
It will. In time.
Family drama sucks.
And all it needs is a little time.
Yeah. Usually someone always does stir the pot. I mean, you have that in everything, though. I mean, look at Eddie Stewart on fucking Facebook. There's always someone stirring the pot.
Oh, that dude. Yeah, that dude. He's stirring with two different things. He's all over it.
What do you have boxed up? You have your skid boxed up?
No. Jason wants some pads and some polish and stuff. So. Yeah, he's gonna play around with that stuff. So nice. I finally got some stuff the way I want it. I'm gonna bring you some when I come up there.
I could use a pad.
Well, I can say it. It doesn't matter anyway. But I think I told you this.
The preload.
Yes.
The
yes.
The preloads.
Yeah. I found ways to make it much more efficient to do, and that way the pad is just like instantly working for you. You don't have to break it in. Yeah. So I've been using them for the last 6 months. And
Mark, Jason, I don't know if you realize this or not, but you're not talking to Katie. You're talking to Mark.
Yeah, I'm on her computer.
Yeah, geez, man. He's like talking to you, and it's not like Katie's sitting next to him, like answering fucking questions.
Yeah,
he's literally on her fucking YouTube account. How you have not picked that up, and especially to be as smart as you are and not have picked that up by now.
Well, truthfully, I'm so smart that if I knew how to sign into my own YouTube account, then it would be Mark.
Yeah,
but I don't remember the password.
He's like, Katie, thank you, and please have Mark message me an invoice.
Yeah. We'll be in touch tomorrow, Jay.
But yeah, man, I would definitely, I'm not, this dude knows about me, right?
Yeah. Don't worry about that.
Oh, okay.
You're my guest.
No, I'm just saying, I'm not going to try to take his fucking his scratch removal work from him or anything. I'm not even really. The only way I would be, if he's not, he's going to be there, right? At least he's going to be smart enough to learn it himself, correct?
I would hope so.
Oh God, because if you're teaching these fucking dudes that ride around these cars with fucking sweatpants on, they wear sweatpants to work, dude. Like around this dude that works near me, he's got a couple he's got a couple of storefronts like fucking right next to my house here. Like there's a shopping plaza right up the street there, across from the mall entrance. Like this fucking guy, he gets out of the car and I see him. He's got his fucking sweatpants down so far that you can see his cock and his ass. With a fucking dude, I don't understand, dude. I don't understand how this guy gets. They must do shit for nothing.
Yeah,
because the kid does not do good work, and he looks like a fucking idiot. Like, why do you have pants on? You can this guy's got, like boxer briefs on. You can see his cock and his fucking ass. I'm just like, what in the fuck, dude?
Yeah, that's the place TJ does the Jen Psaki.
I don't understand.
Maybe he uses it to wipe the silk.
Hangs a towel from it. I don't understand, man. Like, you gotta, put on some fucking pants, dude.
Yeah.
Put on some fucking pants around your waist. How are you going to wear a tool belt with sweatpants? Exactly, dude. I don't understand it, man. Yeah, I don't. Does that guy watch this show?
I don't think so, no.
Maybe he does. Stop wearing sweatpants, you fucking idiot.
I don't mean that guy. I mean the guy that owns the company.
Talking about the owner of the company.
I've never met the guy, but I would hope that. I don't care. Hopefully he doesn't, but I would hope that he would come and watch. You know what I mean? And he would actually. I honestly can't believe that he's gonna turn dudes loose that scratch glass on refixing the scratches.
All day.
I just, these dudes are, this is the second time Mark's had to come to Ohio to fix scratch glass for this guy. It's like, dude, take the fucking razor blades away from these dudes. And now you're gonna give them.
I tried that. It doesn't work. Here's what happens. Ring, 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 ring. And then I look at who it is and I go just like this. Watch. Oh, here we go. Okay. What's going on now? I'm like, you don't fucking learn.
Right. And now you're going to turn dudes loose with power tools on glass.
Yeah.
I don't fucking are you putting guarantees on this?
No.
Oh. I guarantee you these guys are going to be me when I leave.
I guarantee these guys will probably fuck this up. Hey,
I guarantee you that I'll be back to fix whatever they try to fix.
I'm going to be 100% honest and I'm going in with a very open mind. Mm-hmm. For me personally, it's a good template, right? A good canvas to see if I can teach somebody what they need to know, because that's, to me, as much of a challenge as the work. You understand?
Right.
What I'm saying? Because I have to explain. You need to forget everything. It's like if you want to learn how to bowl, or you want to play golf, or you want to play tennis, right? The worst thing you could do is grab a golf club and go hit balls. The best thing you could do would be go with an instructor and learn how to hold the grip, learn how to swing the club. You understand what I'm saying?
Of course, yes.
Everything else is a bad habit.
Right.
So it's going to be a challenge for me to try to get someone who knows really nothing but bad habits and twist them into something good. And if it works out, it's a stepping stone to bigger and better things for me, honestly. So,
well, I think it would be really beneficial to you and what you're trying to do in the future for us to record what you're doing.
Yeah.
In high definition. I have a brand new camera. Oh, it's so nice. I can shoot that shit in 5K, my guy. 5K, my guy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, I was thinking about when we were doing that the other day. I was like, man, I really wish everybody could see the shit that we say in here, because that's like our best moments are on Voxer. Our best moments are on Voxer, and no one. I mean, and I guess that's probably why it's so genuine, is because we know that it's like, you know. Seth is always Seth's saying always saying the N-word on there. It's crazy. It's so funny.
Don't tell my wife.
I'm just kidding. Seth is not like that. That's actually Mark.
No. Maybe towards the beginning of Voxer.
He just says outdated phrases.
Yeah, that's true. I'm outdated compared to you guys.
Yeah, you are. That's why it's funny to me when you say it. Now, if Seth said
cool
some
beans, guys.
If Seth said some of the things that Mark says, like, Mark doesn't say anything overtly racist or anything. I don't want people to get the wrong impression. It's just Mark is not in any way, shape, or form politically correct whatsoever. You know what I mean?
It's mostly comes from an innocent place. Yeah. Too. It's like my dad. Like stuff my dad says, I can't.
Same thing with my dad. Same thing with my dad. I just look at my dad. I'm just like, bro. God damn.
That's why I think my dad and Mark would get along.
Jesus Christ.
Why can't you say that?
Yeah, I told you I went to breakfast 3 days in a row with Alex in Jersey, and at one point we go up to pay. And I say something, and I turn around, and both of them are standing like 2 steps back. Like, someone's going to throw something, I'm not getting hit. Because you just open your mouth. And I'm like, what's the problem? You know what I'm saying?
Florida man.
That's right. So it makes it fun, you know? It's always exciting. It does. I had a customer call me the other day. I haven't had this in a long time. He calls the answering service. I call him back. It was a breakfast place, which anyone who does commercial work knows breakfast places are the worst, because you got to be there at 6 a.m. because they open at 7, or you got to be after 3. You know what I'm saying? So I picked up this job a couple of years back, and it's on one of the guys' routes, and he calls up and he leaves a nasty message saying he's very unhappy, he's not paying his bill. So I call him back, and he's got this attitude. He's like, I don't know who the fuck you guys think you are. I go, whoa. Slow down for a minute. I go, what are you upset about? Well, the guy never does my mirrors anymore. And I go, okay, what else? And he goes, he's supposed to come twice a month, and sometimes he gets here late, so he can't always do all of the inside. I go, okay, that I can handle. I go, now let's return back to the mirrors. And he goes, okay. I go, first of all, let me explain something to you. You're not talking to the guy that cleans your windows. You're talking to the owner of the company that bid the job and met you the first time. And then he got silent for a minute. And I go, so to my recollection, it was $40 a pop, and there were no mirrors. So now you're complaining that my guy's not cleaning your mirrors, which you're not getting an invoice for. And you're going to lift on me. He goes, oh, wait. I go, no, wait. You want the mirrors, you're going to pay for the mirrors now. I said, if you talked him into doing mirrors and touching them up on his good graces, that's one thing, but you're gonna call and scream at me based on him not doing something that
you're not paying
we're
for,
not charging you for. Then he backpedaled a little bit, and he goes, well, the inside. I go, no, we're not done with the mirrors yet. I said, if you want the mirrors done, I said, you need to learn to change that tone. I go, because I don't care anymore. If you want to cancel the service, you cancel the service. I said, but you will not be disrespectful to me or my employees. I said, I don't need your money that much. You go, no. I go, so let's back this up. What can I do to make you happy? He didn't bring up the mirrors again. He said, I understand it's a hectic schedule for him. I go, okay, then understand that if you have 4 windows and he gets 3, the last one will either go the next time. I go, nothing is worth you yelling at me. I go, because that's not happening anymore. Right. By the end of the conversation, he was paying his bill and said, if he does my mirrors every now or again, are you cool with that? I go, as long as you don't call me with this attitude, I'm fine with it. He goes, okay, it won't happen again. I was like,
I've only ever had to set a motherfucker straight one time. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, I mean, I try to keep a very candor attitude with my I try to keep a certain candor with my customers. You know what I mean? I try to be lighthearted and, you know, one of the gang. You know what I mean? I try not, you know what I mean? Sure. But there was one. There was one manager that was kind of like a little bit, and I'm just like, hold on a minute. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I can leave right now if you don't like the way I'm doing things. I said, I've been doing this for 10 years. We can contact the owner, tell them you don't want me to do it no more, and I'll move on with my life. I'll do something else. You know what I mean? I've got plenty of other things I could do. And before I knew it, they were like, oh, no, we don't have, I was just saying. I'm like, well, if you're just going to say something to me, say it to me and just have, just be respectful of me. You know what I mean? Because I've been doing this for a very long time for this company. You know what I mean? And I understand that you may be new around here. I was like, but I've been doing this particular location since 2004.
Yeah.
So I've seen a lot of you in here. You know what I mean? I've went through a lot of you to get to this point. Yeah. And, if, I'm respectful to everyone. I was like, if you want me to do something or you don't like the way that I'm doing it and you want me to change the way that I'm doing it, just say something to me and I will work with you. If you'd rather me not do this first, you want me to do that first so I'm out of your way, then I will do that. Just say that. You know what I mean? Yeah. All she wanted, she's like, what she was getting at, can you do the drive-through windows inside and out very first thing, and then, you could do whatever else you want. Normally, I go in, do the inside of the drive-through windows, do the inside of the one door, then do the windows all the way around to the next door, do the inside of that one, go out that door, clean everything on the outside all the way around, and then the last thing I do is the outside of the drive-through windows. She didn't like the way I was doing that. Whatever. She goes, I don't like the fact that you're standing in the drive-thru waiting. I was like, okay, you know what I mean? Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever, but...
But anyone who's ever done commercial restaurants and fast food places, people getting food from a drive-thru will run you the fuck over. They don't
care. Yeah, they don't care.
No. There is no courtesy there at all.
On a weekly basis, I get beeped at in a drive-thru. Yeah. I'm like, whoa, bro. You know what I mean?
You know what you need to do is just carry a traffic cone. Set it right there. Put a cone up. Wash the. How long does it take to do?
The only thing that the only thing that changes is normally when I fucking say shit to people, I can get away with it. Like when you call somebody, hey, don't let me get in your way for your cheeseburger, you fat fucking bitch. You know what I mean? Right? You can't say that in the summertime because their windows are probably down. Which I've said that before and gotten caught.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This fucking woman pulls into fucking Wendy's one morning. It's like these motherfuckers, this is before they started serving breakfast around here. So this is like maybe 3-4 years ago. I'm sitting in the I'm cleaning these drive-thru windows. This bitch has been sitting in front of the fucking drive-thru speaker since 9:30. You know what I'm saying? She had been sitting there for half. I did the whole inside this bitch.
Huh?
You guys know, I already told you guys my routine. I did the whole inside routine. I draw at a J is what I say. It's like my capital J, you know what I mean? And bubble letters, you know what I'm saying? I go in the back door, come around, do it. It's a J, you know what I mean? So whatever.
Yeah.
I do my J.
Sweatpants.
The very last thing I was doing was the drive-through windows. It just struck 10 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? They finally let her order her fucking triple stack with fucking large fry and a fucking Diet Coke, which I don't understand. This bitch got a triple cheeseburger with bacon, a large fry,
a Diet Coke.
I'm not done. A large fry. I remember a large fry and a baked potato.
Yeah.
And a large Diet Coke. And I'm just like,
you're going to take that orally or anally?
Right. Well, lady? I did the first window and I go to the next one. I wasn't even in this bitch's way. She had just got done ordering, just pulled up. She had her credit card out the window and she was already fucking like honking at me. I'm assuming she was pissed that she was sitting in front of that speaker for so long. I'm not sure. She gets her card back and she fucking lays on it and she's fucking, get out of the way. I'm late for work. And I'm like, well, excuse me, you fat fucking bitch. And I just like, you know what I mean? And she's like, what'd you say? I was like, excuse me. You know what I mean? That's not what you said. I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. You know. You fucking
You should have taken the cheeseburger out of the bag, slid it over her antenna and said, come out and get it, bitch.
Yeah, you fat fucking bitch. I like, you know. There's
for work. Well, if you would have been sitting at the drive-thru window for
a fucking cheeseburger at 10 o'clock in the morning, you fat fucking hog.
Dude, it's
my favorite thing to say now. I call them heifers.
Yeah.
Like it's always a big. I mean, I'm not a skinny dude. You know what I mean? I realize that. You know what I mean? But there's gelatinous people out there. And most of these fucking heifers are in their fucking cars at 10 o'clock in the morning wanting a triple stack. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I cannot fucking get my day started without fucking my triple stack and my 2-liter Diet Coke. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus Christ.
10:30. Come on.
Right. Fucking getting a dozen donuts and ordering a large Diet Coke. I mean,
I don't understand. I used to give my dad shit about that. Me and my dad pull out to the drive-thru window. My dad's like, "What do you want?" I'm like, "I want a Whopper with cheese." You know what I mean? Medium Coke and a medium onion ring. He's like, all right. So he's like, I want 2 Whoppers with cheese, chicken, fucking 2 large fries, 2 large onion rings, a Coke, and I'll take a Diet Coke. I was like, just get a regular fucking Coke.
Right.
And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, just get a fucking regular fucking Coke. You're eating 2 sandwiches, my guy. Yeah. Like, who gives a fuck at this? Well, just drink a fucking regular Coke. Why deprive yourself? Like that, you're not. I mean, you're not saying. Hey man, if you're gonna dance on ice, why don't you fucking if you're gonna walk on ice, just fucking dance. You know what I mean? You're gonna fucking just strut, motherfucker. I mean, just have a Coke with me. You know what I mean? Let's have a Coke and a smile, motherfucker. Goddamn, Diet Coke.
It never makes any sense to me.
I don't understand it either, dude. I don't understand it either, dude. Like, you know, fucking.
You're gonna wipe your face with the bag of food you just eat. Like, let's not pretend like.
Listen, my dad would not wipe them. My dad asked for napkins, so fuck you, Seth.
He did. He used them. I'm just saying. Maybe he's classier than most of the people I watch go in.
Bag all crinkly.
Got the cheeseburger grease on it still.
I used to work in Boston for a couple of years, and I had this kid Marty that I worked with was a fucking asshole. And this fat lady's trying to cross the street, and she's not. I'm driving the car because this kid has no license. He's lost it like 500 times, and gonna drop him off somewhere. And he reaches over and honks the horn at this lady, and she's like, "What the hell?" And he's like, "She's walking her dog," and he goes, "Hey, you! Where'd you get the fucking pig on a string?" She's like, "It's the dog," and he's like, "I was talking to this fucking dog." I knew within like 30 seconds, like, the owner's gonna call me. He's like, "Did you just yell at me?" Oh, you did. I didn't
get the pig on the string. I'm talking to the fucking dog.
And I mean, I laughed really hard, but it was, I knew immediately.
Fucking, we're about to kill Jacob.
What are you doing? Like, I'm working with the animals you send me with.
I just never understood that. You know what I mean? Like, I just, I love my dad with all my heart. You know what I mean? But fucking Jesus Christ, just drink a regular Coke, my guy. Fuck.
Yeah, I'll have a triple, a large fry, some onion rings, a Frosty, large, and a Diet Coke. I'm like,
and then he tried to lie to me. He's like, I just like the taste of Diet Coke. I was like, you are a goddamn lie.
Yeah.
Stop lying.
And that's the normal excuse people give.
Yeah, I know.
I've asked
I'm just used to the taste
of
it.
Yeah, I'm just
like, why do you just get a regular fucking Coke?
Yeah.
Well, I like the taste of Diet Coke better. Yeah, I'm sure you like the taast of cock in your mouth too.
Yeah.
Just get a regular fucking Coke.
I mean, I prefer vagina, but I don't mind the taste of a dick at all. You know what I mean?
It tastes like what a Coke used to taste like before someone stirred their dick in it.
Someone said if I just put it in my mouth and
order myself a Coke and stir my dick with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Basically, just drop a ball in there too, and there's the Diet Coke, man. Gross.
I don't know. I don't.
My brother. When my dad's last wife, we'd go over to the house, right? And my half brothers, one of them was still living there, right? And we walk in the kitchen and open up the refrigerator, and she would come storming out. And my brother comes up to me and he goes, don't touch that. And I'm like, well, why not? And he goes, that's Maryland's. I go, oh, so we have assigned foods. I go, did she put a fucking name on it? And he goes, no. So I go, it was this, what it was Starbucks mocha Java chip ice cream, right? So I go over there the next day. My brother goes to me, hey, don't go take more ice cream. I go, why? Did you get shit for it? He goes, no, look at this. He opens the top, and there's this perfect imprint. He put his nuts in it. You'd be surprised how fast, and it hurt. He goes, it's kind of uncomfortable, but you'd be surprised how fast my nuts sink into the top.
Just melted right in, huh?
Like,
your dick stabbing.
Global warming, right?
Go.
So fucking hard. I go. They used to drive her nuts because like it was a split house where the master was on one side. They could see her go in the kitchen. She was like this OCD clean freak. So I told my brother, "Here's what you do." He goes, dude. If we go in the kitchen after bedtime, she comes out. It doesn't matter what time to make sure that we cleaned up the kitchen. I go, so here's what you do. Go in the kitchen. Don't take any food. Open the refrigerator, close it. Open the cabinet, close it. But take like 3 or 4 grains of salt and just put them on the corner of the countertop and walk in your room. And then they'd had a pocket door so they could watch, right? And he goes, holy shit. She saw that salt on the counter. She wiped the entire kitchen down. I go, then you go, when she goes back in her room, go do it again. He goes, oh, we drive her freaking crazy.
Jesus.
I don't know, man. I don't know. That sounds pretty nefarious to me. I don't know.
Yeah, I was never invited back. I took a whole brownie. You know that brownie shit that comes in the tube? It's like you spread it in a pan. Yeah. And you make brownies. You don't have to mix it. It's already made up like the cookie dough, but it was brownies. And I took half of that and it had nuts in it. And I squoze it into a giant turd and stuck it inside the toilet under the rim. So you this huge football.
Good Lord, man. I don't understand. Like you gotta fucking do something with your life, man.
Nah, I like to have fun.
Yeah, you gotta do something about that, my guy.
I like making dookie.
I like making poopies. I like making poopies.
Dude, there's nothing funnier than shit on the floor in a place where it shouldn't be.
Well, I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. If you like seeing Jacob's face, get used to it. We might even just fucking one of these days just, say that he's not a no-neck bastard. We might even go that far.
Hey, man, I heard you're they're making a new Batman.
Uh-huh.
And you're going to be the new Penguin.
Well, yeah, man, get used to seeing Jacob because Jacob's gonna be a guest host on this podcast. He's gonna be coming on a couple of times.
I'm just a new fucking fourth man.
Yeah,
get over it.
Yeah, that's essentially what's gonna happen. So as often as we can have Jacob on, we're gonna have Jacob on. So just get used to it. If you don't like it, go fuck yourself. But yeah, man, we'll probably shoot a little bit for Patreon after this. I want to thank all of our sponsors, of course. Yes, SqueegeeLife.com. Go check that out. There's 2 new shirts up there. There's about to be 2 more in a couple weeks. I'm gonna release 2 at a time for a little while here. You know what I mean? Because I got some cool stuff coming. But I'm gonna start selling. I'm gonna start selling that shirt Mark's wearing. But Jennifer. Yes. Jennifer's gonna have to teach me how to make it. I can't ask Jennifer to make shirts anymore. She's just too busy.
I gotta say, of all the shirts that you've creatively come up with,
it's my favorite.
I still think this one's just next level.
That one, right?
I mean,
I love it.
Yeah, that's my favorite too. The window cleaning history one. That was actually by far the most popular. Then there was the Free Richie Blue there. That he's got on. Yep. You know what I mean? Then the Stranger Things swap. Everyone loved that one. You know what I mean? But my new favorite's the new one, the Arm & Hammer logo swap. I really like that one.
Cool.
Yeah. I got a question.
Yeah.
What was that shit all about? You posted it, and then someone else posted something on Facebook with like the same kind of logo, but it was something else?
I think that's a guy that watches the show. I don't know. I don't know. I think one of the Chris dude may be friends with him or something. Something about mopping rubber, killing birds, or some shit like that.
Okay.
And then I posted. I've never seen. Like, I don't know if he was like saying that I fucking like copied him because I didn't copy him. I copied Steve Will Do It's one of Steve Will Do It's t-shirts. Yes, I know, Damien. I appreciate that. Yeah, I actually Steve Will Do It. I don't know if you guys know who Steve Will Do It, but he's a YouTuber. He does a lot of YouTube shit, and he's got a merch line, and one of his shirts is like the Arm & Hammer logo, but with a beer bottle in the hand. You know what I mean? Instead of, and I just,
cool.
And I was like, oh man, that'd be cool if that would work perfectly for Squeegee Life, and you know what I mean? I put a squeegee in the hand instead. Go ahead.
Hold that thought. Who's Glassy D?
I'm not sure.
Who are you,
That's not the Glassy lady, is it?
No, I don't think so.
Well, because if it is, I'm inviting her on the podcast.
I mean, dude, I've spoken to her several times to try to get her on here. She won't come on here.
Yeah.
You foul-mouthed pricks.
Yeah, but anyways, I want to thank all of our sponsors, Maker Product. I was the Richie thing. I was like, you guys got to know I'm fucking around. I'm not. Richie's just really busy, guys. You know what I mean? I don't want to. I want to try to get him on. I did get him on. He was on for a little bit not too long ago, wasn't he?
Yeah,
I couldn't remember. A couple months ago. Richie's really busy making silencers and spending time with his family, which Richie has not been able to do for a very, very long time. So he's palling around with his brothers. They're bird watching and shit. And, I'm not going to try to hamper him down with a bunch of, podcast fucking shit. But once Richie has more to talk about, Richie will be on the podcast. I can assure you that. I still speak to Richie at least once a week, if not a couple times a week. So I'll have him on eventually. I'm actually working on a really big guest. Hopefully we'll get that together soon, and I'll finish you guys up on knowing all about that. But windowcleaner.com, of course, Zero Pure, Black Diamond Squeegee Rubber, and all of our Patreon members, all the yins out there that support this show. We're
Start Smart Box.
Yeah, the Start Smart Box over there. Jan Sacco, of course, one of our pressure one of the pressure washers that have joined the Squeegee Life Guild. So yeah, man, you guys are getting cool packages are coming. They're in the Ms. Ale. You guys are going to like that. I added a little something extra for the guys that are just getting cards. You're going to get something a little cooler. So, but yeah, man, we'll see you guys next week. Yeah. Peace.
Yeah.
Peace.